Alright. Hey guys, how you doing? This is vlog number 10 with Tank here. So today I'm gonna be talking about how I'm moving, but I'll still be making videos. So I will have Tank as my camera guy, hopefully until I get enough subscribers. Which, by the way, I want to thank the people who are helping me make this possible. Tank and all the others. I couldn't have done it without him. But so here's Tank. He may want to say a few words. So alright, whenever you're ready, go for it.
A few words. Let's see. Maybe I can give your viewers some inspirations. Words of inspiration. Yesterday night I was reading. Well, early in the morning. This morning I was reading the Bible. Okay. I know what you're thinking. Who would you probably wouldn't have ever imagined that I'd be the kind of person that would be reading that kind of book, right?
Yeah, with your background, it's like hard to imagine you reading, but go on.
Yeah, so anyways, the thing about the Bible is it's just this book with the ideas, and you can take it or leave it. So basically what I found out was after reading through all this beginning stuff, preface and all that, I finally got to the first book, which is called the Book of Genesis. Alright?
Yep.
The thing is, there's a bunch of books in there, and basically they kind of they compare each other, and you can look at it and go, oh wow, this author wrote about the same thing in a different time about the same thing, or he wrote about something and it was similar to a different author, and but anyways, the first thing I found out is that God created man,
right?
And then, well, after he created everything, the earth, then he created man, then he created woman, and then comes the fall of man. Yeah, which is really funny. And then you just see, from there, it explains in detail what happens to man. And he starts doing this, and the woman starts doing that. And you can take this information, or you can leave it. Yeah. But it is so true. Those things do happen. Exactly. It's from the very start. The book explains how man came about out of chaos, primordial. I don't know how to pronounce the word, but it talks about how the existence of man came to be, and how can you believe all this stuff? I was thinking, how can this be true? And that's what I explained earlier. Like, all these authors are explaining the same thing in different books. That's why when you read it, it has all these
dialogues.
No, it has all these page numbers and stuff to other chapters of the books, comparing other books with what one author is saying. So you know that it's got to be true.
Oh, okay, yeah. Did you get inspired by that in college or whatever, or what?
It could have been, it could be. If I looked back into my past right now and try to see and connect the dots, what college had to do with what I just read last night, I might be able to see how college has influenced me.
Now, I usually don't ask this, but I'm going to ask it anyway, so my viewers just kind of get it. But I would like to know how you really got inspired. Was it by college, or was it just out of the blue you started reading?
It's not quite really out of the blue, because I didn't buy the book. It was given to me probably when I was 12 or 15, in this really nice canvas Bible case with a zipper and everything. Have pouches, the whole works. It's really nice and protected. And that Bible stayed clean with golden, the pages on the very edges are like painted gold or something. It's crazy. But what I'm trying to say is I never really touched the book. I flipped through it and I was like, I can't read this. What is this? It's so much words packed in a single page. No way. So I didn't read it until recently. Until just one day I just felt like, hey, I will give this book a chance. What is it all about? Why do people hate it so much? Why do people don't want to read it? Why do people read it? And I figured, hey, it's not going to harm me at all if I just read it, right?
Right.
So I decided to read it. And it took a very long time. It probably took me about 12 years before I finally decided to read it. Honestly, it was just sitting in my room for 12 years or something.
So for like 12 years, you didn't read any book for like 12 years?
No, I've read other books, fictional stories from authors such as, Piers Anthony's
Shakespeare, no.
books and literature, stuff that school requires you to read. And
but overall, it's like more fictional stuff, not gospel type thing with you when it was.
Yeah, although they're fictional, I feel like they are from real life. Like the stories that are taken to make fictional stories are usually taken from real life examples. Therefore, they are interesting because humans can relate to it.
If you could, would you go back in time and like see how the olden times were compare the olden times?
That's exactly why I'm reading the Bible. Because here's the thing: do you like ancient things, like maybe like ancient Egypt?
Yeah,
or
very
maybe
much so.
maybe pyramids and things like that.
Yeah, very much.
Well, the thing is, those people existed way before you did, right?
Right.
Well, they wrote stuff down. And what did they write? I want to find out what exactly did they write back then that had to do with now. And when you're reading it, it does. It totally relates to today. So how can that be that they knew that kind of stuff? And wrote it down. And it's still relevant today.
Yeah, and by the way, what's the deal with the hieroglyphics? What is that? What was that? I mean, I don't get any of that.
It was their own writing language system. They were just trying to, I found out, remember that one game we were playing? That Egyptian game?
Yeah.
Well, that game was full of facts. So, in that game, it said the only reason why, only the most important things were written down. It was not daily life stuff. It was stuff that was of the highest level.
Quality, yeah.
Highest level, it's something that they wanted to write down that was very important. Okay?
Okay, yeah. So, getting back to college, what was it like for you growing up? Was it difficult or was it easy?
Very difficult. I don't think anybody goes through college and says, this is a breeze. It's very easy. I did it by just blinking my eyes. No, you gotta take in all the things the teachers are telling you and learn from it, and then think about it and develop your own ideas. You don't necessarily have to agree with your teacher. Your teacher might be wrong, but he might be right. But the one thing he is doing is trying to teach you how to think. I think that's the most important thing I got out of college.
So, I know you probably wouldn't go back and do it again, but I'm gonna ask you, if you could, would you do it again?
Well, I don't need to go back.
No, I was asking.
Like, yeah, that's the thing. My answer is I feel like I would not have to go back and do it again, because the thing I got out of college is to learn how to learn.
Okay, and now what about your brother? I mean, he's a whole nother level altogether, but
my brother's, like you said, he's a whole nother level. He does his own thing. You know, that's not something for me to worry about. I think he's on his journey towards the middle.
the middle of what exactly? Like the middle of life or the middle of
finding the right balance in his life. You know, everybody does things too obsessively or too little. What I mean by that is it's just a simple idea that people don't know what is too much and what's little. So they do it, and they find out they made a mistake, and then they take it back a notch. An example would be maybe you like your coffee with just a little bit of sugar, but you don't know that. So you take maybe a tablespoon of sugar and put it in your coffee, you mix it, and you find out, hey, that's too sweet. So the next time you make your coffee, you put half a tablespoon, and you find out that it's still too sweet. And then you try it again, and you put only a teaspoon, and you find out, hey, that's the sweet spot, that's it. I'm gonna stop there, I'm gonna make my coffee like that every time. That's what I mean by getting back, getting towards the middle.
Oh, okay, and you're on a higher note than he is, so...
Oh, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying he has his own path.
And what's your path, though?
Mine is just like anyone else, trying to follow my intuition, trying to do what my heart is trying to tell me to do. So I'm just doing what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing. Finding, let's see, what am I doing? Making videos. I'm making videos with you, aren't I?
Yeah.
And I make videos with Mary, and I make my videos on my own, and they're dance videos, there's those shows where I'm talking, and then there's vlogs with you.
Now, would you do like all three of them with Mary, like a vlog with Mary, or would you just do dance videos with her? I'm just asking.
That's what I've been doing, and I want to continue doing. So yes, I'll be making more videos with her and being in the video myself with her as well.
Now, I'm going to be moving, like I said, but I don't really want to get a new camera guy. So how am I going to have you still be my camera guy?
Well, there may be days where I'm free, and you can give me a text me, and since you live so close to me, I can just drive over and help you out.
Yeah, but again, I don't have your number, but that's beside the point. So
I think you do have my number.
Not in there.
Then after this show, I'll give it to you.
All right. Well, yeah. But anyway, now
we got 30 more seconds to wrap it up, kind of.
Yeah. So yeah. Now we come to the part of the show where Tank just tells me how great it was for making videos, and anyway, I'll let him do that segment. The next segment I'll be talking about is with Tank again about food and more like Japanese dialogue or whatever. But I'll let Tank babble on for a few more minutes, so take it away.
Well, we only have 15 seconds, so we really gotta
do it. Just cut it short.
I'm cutting the show short by a few seconds, but yeah, those are interesting topics. We'll probably have time to go over it next time. See you later.